What if I told you that one of the greatest secrets in music history is finally out? At 89, Carol Kaye finally admits what we all suspected. This bass legend, who played on countless iconic tracks, from the Beach Boys to Frank Sinatra, has shaped the sound of an era. Her story as the woman behind the greatest hits of the 60s and beyond is one for the ages, filled with groundbreaking moments and musical mastery. Carol Kaye was born in Everett, Washington, on March 24, 1935. From the start, music was a significant part of her life. Her parents, Clyde and Dot Smith, were professional musicians. Clyde played jazz trombone in big bands, which set the stage for Carol's musical journey. When Carol was still young, the family moved to Wilmington, California. This move was crucial for her future career. Unfortunately, her father was often violent, and this led Carol to urge her mother to separate from him. Regardless of these challenges, music remained a unifying force in their lives. At the age of 13, Carol's mother gave her a steel string guitar. This gift changed everything. Carol quickly fell in love with the instrument and began practicing diligently. To support her music lessons, she worked hard, cleaning apartments and babysitting. Her dedication paid off when she met Horace Hatchett, a respected guitar teacher. Recognizing her potential, Hatchett offered her a job teaching guitar. By 14, Carol was not only learning, but also teaching guitar. Throughout the 1950s, Carol played with various jazz groups in Los Angeles. She performed with Bob Neal's group, Jack Sheldon, Teddy Edwards, and Billy Higgins. She even backed comedian Lenny Bruce. These experiences honed her skills and built her reputation in the jazz community. Her big break came when she joined the Henry Bruce Orchestra. Touring the United States with them gave her invaluable experience and exposure to different musical styles. The tour also taught her the discipline needed to succeed in the competitive music industry. Despite her busy schedule, Carol continued to play in local jazz clubs. Her passion for music and tireless work ethic made her a standout performer. She quickly became a well-known figure in the Los Angeles jazz scene. This early period of Carol's life was marked by hard work, determination, and a deep love for music. It laid the foundation for her future success as one of the most influential bassists in music history. How did Carol's move to session work change her career forever? In 1957, Carol Kaye was playing a gig at the Beverly Cavern, a popular jazz club in Hollywood. Her performance that night caught the attention of Robert "Bumps" Blackwell, a well-known producer. Impressed by her talent, he invited her to a recording session. This invitation marked the beginning of a new chapter in Carol's career. Carol quickly realized that session work was far more lucrative than playing in jazz clubs. The pay was better, and the hours were more regular. This stability was appealing, especially since she was supporting her family. Carol didn't take long to make a name for herself in the studio scene. One of her early notable sessions was playing on Richie Valens's hit song, La Bamba. This recording took place at Gold Star Studios, one of the most famous recording studios in Los Angeles. Her work on La Bamba showcased her skills and opened doors to more opportunities. Carol began collaborating with Phil Spector, a legendary producer, through her work at Gold Star. She played electric guitar on hits like Bob B. Sox and the Blue Jeans' Zip-a-Dee-Doo-Dah, and the Crystals' Then He Kissed Me. Her distinctive style and ability to adapt to different genres made her a sought-after session musician. As a full-time session musician, Carol worked with a who's who of the music industry. She played on countless hits for artists like the Beach Boys, Frank Sinatra, and the Righteous Brothers. Her ability to lay down solid, inventive guitar lines made her indispensable. Carol's transition to session work was a game-changer. Her unique style and professional attitude set her apart from other musicians. She became a vital part of the Los Angeles music scene, shaping the sound of the 1960s. The opportunities that came with session work allowed Carol to expand her musical horizons and cement her place in music history. Carol's switch to bass opened new doors. What made her so special? Rise as a bass player in 1963, a crucial moment changed Carol Kaye's career forever. During a session at Capitol Records, the bass player didn't show up. The producers were in a bind and asked Carol to fill in. Carol, who had been playing guitar, decided to give it a try. Little did she know, this decision would redefine her career. Carol quickly fell in love with the bass. It gave her more creative freedom than guitar, and she excelled at it. Her ability to create inventive bass lines caught the attention of many producers. Soon, Carol became the most in-demand session bassist in Los Angeles. One of her first major successes as a bassist was playing on the iconic track La Bamba by Richie Valens. This song became a huge hit and showcased Carol's talent. Her work didn't stop there. She became a key player in Phil Spector's Wall of Sound recordings. Spector's productions were known for their rich, layered sounds, and Carol's bass playing was a crucial element. Her approach to playing bass was also innovative. Carol liked to use the upper register of the bass, creating melodic lines that stood out. She saw the bass not just as a rhythmic instrument, but as a melodic one too. This mindset allowed her to add depth and complexity to the music she played. Carol's rapid rise as a session bassist led her to work with many famous artists. She played on hits for the Beach Boys, Simon and Garfunkel, and the Righteous Brothers. Her ability to adapt to different styles and her professional attitude made her indispensable in the studio. Carol Kaye's switch to bass was more than a career change. It was a turning point that shaped the sound of popular music in the 1960s. Her contributions to countless recordings have left a lasting impact on the music industry. Imagine being a part of music history. Want to hear about her legendary collaborations? Carol Kaye was a key member of the famous Wrecking Crew, a group of top session musicians in Los Angeles during the 1960s. They played on countless hit records, though Carol prefers the name The Clique, which they originally called themselves. The name Wrecking Crew was coined later by drummer Hal Blaine, but Carol always felt it didn't capture their professionalism and skill. Carol's collaborations with music legends are the stuff of dreams. She worked closely with Brian Wilson of the Beach Boys, playing on hits like Good Vibrations and the album Pet Sounds. Brian Wilson once called her the greatest damn bass player in the world. Her bass lines added a unique depth and rhythm that became a signature of the Beach Boys' sound. Carol also played with Frank Sinatra, adding her touch to his timeless songs. Working with Simon and Garfunkel, she contributed to their rich, melodic sound. Her bass can be heard on classics like The Sound of Silence. These collaborations showcase Carol's versatility and talent. Recording sessions with Carol were always filled with stories. One memorable session was for the song These Boots Are Made for Walkin' by Nancy Sinatra. Carol's bass line drove the song's infectious beat, making it an instant hit. She recalls how the studio was filled with energy, and everyone knew they were creating something special. Another iconic track was You've Lost That Lovin' Feelin' by the Righteous Brothers. Carol played guitar on this track, contributing to the dense, emotional sound that Phil Spector crafted. These sessions were intense, with numerous takes to get the perfect sound. Carol's patience and skill were crucial in achieving the final result. Carol's work had a significant impact on the Billboard Hot 100. She played on hundreds of hits that topped the charts, from rock to pop to soul. Her ability to adapt and innovate made her an invaluable asset in the studio. Being a part of the Wrecking Crew meant being at the heart of music history. Carol's contributions helped shape the sound of an entire era, and her work continues to inspire musicians today. How did Carol navigate the tough world of music? Kaye faced many challenges in her career, especially as a woman in a male-dominated music industry. During the 1960s and 70s, it was rare to see women in recording studios, particularly in rhythm sections. Carol had to work twice as hard to earn respect. She didn't let the bias stop her. Instead, she let her talent speak for itself. Balancing her career with family responsibilities was another major challenge. Carol was a single mother, raising her children while working long hours in the studio. Her dedication to both her family and her music was remarkable. She often juggled teaching guitar, recording sessions, and taking care of her kids, all while maintaining her professional reputation. In 1976, Carol faced a significant setback when she was involved in a car accident. The injuries from the accident forced her to slow down. The pain and recovery process was tough, but Carol's spirit remained unbroken. She took this time to focus on teaching and writing music books, sharing her knowledge with aspiring musicians. Regardless of the accident, Carol's passion for music never faded. She continued to play sporadically, even appearing on Kaye's 1981 album, Shades. Her determination to stay connected to music was evident. In 1994, she underwent surgery to correct issues from the accident. Throughout her career, Carol maintained a high level of professionalism. She was always on time, prepared, and ready to deliver. Her ability to adapt to different styles and demands made her a sought-after session musician. Even when faced with personal and professional challenges, Carol's work ethic never wavered. Carol's story is one of resilience and determination. She navigated the challenges of gender bias, family responsibilities, and physical setbacks with grace and strength. Her contributions to music are not just measured by the hits she played on, but by the barriers she broke along the way. What unique techniques set Carol apart as a bass player? Kaye's approach to playing bass was truly unique. Unlike many bass players, she used a pick instead of plucking the strings with her fingers. This technique gave her a distinct, crisp sound that stood out in recordings. She also muted the strings with a piece of felt placed in front of the bridge. This reduced unwanted overtones and created a cleaner, more focused tone. Carol's favorite instrument was the Fender Precision bass. She loved its sound and versatility. The precision bass became her go-to instrument for many years. Later, she also played the Stingray bass. This bass had a great clean sound and was easier to play, reducing the strain on her hands and back. Carol's jazz background had a big influence on her bass lines. Jazz is all about creativity and improvisation, and she brought this spirit to her session work. She didn't just play simple bass lines, she created melodic and rhythmic patterns that added depth to the music. Her ability to invent lines on the spot made her a valuable asset in the studio. Her equipment was simple but effective. She preferred flat-wound strings, which produced a warm, smooth sound. Carol also used guitar amplifiers when playing bass, including the Fender Super Reverb and the Versatone Pan O-Flex. These amps helped her achieve the sound she wanted in the studio. Carol's playing style was both innovative and influential. She often used the upper register of the bass, creating melodic lines that complemented the song's structure. Her approach was not just about keeping the rhythm, but adding to the overall musicality of the track. This technique made her bass lines memorable and integral to many hit songs. Carol's influence extends far beyond her session work. Kaye's work has had a huge impact on musicians around the world. Her innovative bass playing influenced legends like Paul McCartney, who said that her work on Pet Sounds inspired his bass lines on the Beatles' Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. Quincy Jones, the famous producer, praised Carol's ability to create the perfect sound, saying he wouldn't do a movie without her. Carol played on countless iconic songs that have left a lasting mark on the music industry. Her bass lines in tracks like Good Vibrations by the Beach Boys and These Boots Are Made for Walkin' by Nancy Sinatra are unforgettable. These songs not only topped the charts, but also defined the sound of an era. Carol's contributions helped shape the very fabric of pop and rock music. Her influence goes beyond just the songs she played on. Carol has been recognized in documentaries like The Wrecking Crew, which highlighted the group of session musicians she was a part of. She has also been honored in various rankings, including Rolling Stone's list of the greatest bassists of all time, where she was ranked number 5. These accolades underscore the significance of her work and the respect she has earned in the industry. Carol's innovative techniques and distinctive sound have influenced countless bass players. Her use of a pick, flat wound strings, and felt muting created a sound that was both unique and versatile. These techniques have been studied and emulated by many musicians, cementing her place as a pioneer in bass playing. She often reflects on her role in shaping popular music. Though she never expected to be remembered so well, her legacy endures. Her playing style, innovative techniques, and professionalism set new standards in the music world. Carol's impact on the music industry is undeniable. She played a crucial role in many of the most famous recordings of the 20th century, influencing not only the sound of those records, but also the future of music. Her legacy continues to inspire musicians and fans alike. What personal stories and wisdom does Carol share from her journey? Carol Kaye looks back on her career with pride and gratitude. She has many favorite projects, but some stand out more than others. She fondly remembers working on Good Vibrations with the Beach Boys and La Bamba with Richie Valens. These songs were not only hits, but also special moments in her musical journey. Music has always been a central part of Carol's life. She finds great joy in playing and teaching. Sharing her knowledge with the next generation is a passion of hers. Carol has taught many students over the years, both in person and through her books and online lessons. She believes that teaching is a way to give back and keep the music alive. Carol has many stories that show her character and dedication. One story she likes to share is about a session where the bass player didn't show up, and she stepped in. That moment changed her career path and showed her resilience and willingness to take on new challenges. It's a perfect example of how she faced obstacles head-on. Her teaching methods are practical and hands-on. Carol emphasizes the importance of understanding the music deeply, not just playing notes. She teaches her students to listen, feel the rhythm, and create their unique sounds. Her goal is to help them become not just good players, but great musicians. Carol's story is one for the ages, but what does she want future musicians to know? After decades of contributing to music, Carol Kaye has a revelation. She never planned to become a legendary bassist. Her journey was a mix of unexpected opportunities and hard work. While proud of her accomplishments, Carol admits her career was driven by necessity and a love for music, not a desire for fame. Carol's contributions to music are immense. She played on thousands of recordings, helping to shape the sound of an era. Her message to aspiring musicians is simple: stay true to your craft, work hard, and always be professional. Dedication and passion, she believes, are the keys to success in any field. Reflecting on her journey, Carol feels a deep sense of fulfillment. The challenges she faced, from gender bias to personal struggles, only made her stronger. Her story is one of resilience and perseverance, showing that, with determination, anyone can overcome obstacles and achieve greatness. Carol emphasizes the emotional impact of staying connected to music. For her, music is not just a career, but a source of joy and healing. She encourages everyone, whether musicians or not, to incorporate music into their lives. It can be a powerful tool for personal well-being and happiness. As Carol looks to the future, she hopes her legacy will inspire the next generation of musicians. She wants them to understand the importance of creativity, hard work, and staying true to their art. Her final message is one of encouragement and hope. Keep playing, keep learning, and let music be a part of your life. Carol's wisdom and experience continue to guide and inspire, reminding us all of the transformative power of music. Through her career and teachings, she has left an indelible mark on the world of music, a legacy that will resonate for years to come. Carol Kaye's story is one for the ages, a tale of passion, perseverance, and the enduring power of music. Her journey from a young girl with a guitar to a legendary bassist is a testament to what can be achieved with hard work and dedication. As she continues to inspire future generations, her legacy will undoubtedly live on in the hearts and minds of musicians everywhere. Carol Kaye's story shows the power of passion and perseverance. Her legacy in music is undeniable, and her influence continues to shape the industry. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more incredible stories from the world of music. Let us know in the comments which part of Carol Kaye's journey inspired you the most.